All right, I just want to do a couple of minutes. So, long story short, if you came on my channel earlier, I went to go get TV. Everything worked perfectly. Um, kind of cool. So there was a few TV, a few models, a few variations. Um, you got my man just hit me by the way, but you had various like degrees of TVs. So I was looking between a Samsung and another LG model, but the deal breaker was the LG model I kind of liked didn't come with legs. This one is a 2024 LG, fucking amazing color, 120 hertz. Like it has various. It doesn't have VRR for like the PlayStation John, but the one at home I got is. So eventually I'll bring that bitch over. But as of now, for two bills, it came with an amazing. Let's go check it out. And by the way, Pete. So we placed this at the cemetery for my wife's dad. I don't like to put too much info out there, but yeah, it was like a Christmas slash, yeah. So we brought it back because after a while the actual I don't know, the cleaners of the cemetery, they just wipe out everything. Um, and it's funny because my cemetery in Brooklyn, New York, doesn't do that because. But the thing that happens is a lot of the flowers start smelling and getting really gross. So I wonder if they did change that law. Um, there goes the kitty. Meow, meow, meow. See, joining my channel is just you don't know what you're gonna see, what you're gonna get, ladies and gentlemen. Christmas tree still blaring. Let's get the lights on. Christmas is here. So yeah, I wanted to keep the tree up until like my birthday or maybe longer. As long as you feed it water, what I like to do is splash water on it. So, the tree gets hugged in water. Remember, it's alive. You got to talk to it. How you doing, tree? You good? You know what I'm saying? You feeling the vibes? And look how plush and flurry it is. And by now, the tree will be brittle and breaking, but it's actually holding. So that's pretty cool. So here's the drum roll. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Boom. Big old LG. Y'all want to see Lolo Prenda? So yeah, it came with the soundbar. We actually have the subwoofer right there. And he actually threw in this antenna that you know what I'm saying? It strengthens the antenna basically strengthens how strong. They have this thing called LG channels, and they actually have a thing with an antenna that you're able to, you know what I'm saying, do your due diligence. This is Web OS. I believe it's one of the latest Web OSs. It actually has 2.1 HDMI, I believe, and another cool little note. It's 120 hertz, which is beautiful. Actually, I think it's 60 hertz, but 120, like it manipulates it, something like that. The TV I have at home is 120 hertz VRR, but that bitch was 1200. This was 200. So, shout out to the dude that sold it. Marketplace is a good place as long as you know what you're doing. You gotta do your due diligence, yeah. You gotta just do it. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. But this is it. You're able to stream, do all that good stuff. You could do games on this. It got its own web browser. I think there's two web browsers. Okay, update. And you're gonna love this. You're gonna love this. One of the cooler things that happened was, so we bought this from. I'm in California, so there's a lot of Mexicans. Shout out to Mexico, bro. We got to shout out to Mexico. Mexico, they make beautiful people, cool motherfuckers, workers. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Mexico. I dig that. That's why I have a liking for Takashi, because he's like best of both worlds, Mexicano y Puertorriqueño. You know what I'm saying? And I think that it's a good little collab. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, as long as I lived and I put work in like various industries, yeah, they worked hard. Viva la Mexico, Nathan. What up, Nathan? Yeah, Viva la Mexico for real. And there was such a cool thing growing up when my grandfather used to listen to um my grandfather used to listen to a lot of like Mexico and watch football, the real soccer, you know what I'm saying? So it was kind of cool, you know what I'm saying? What is this? Whatever. Let's just let's just agree. But yeah, Viva la Mexico, man. They cool motherfuckers. And yeah, my grandfather always dug them. But back to the TV. Let's I'm just learning. By the way, I don't like the remote. My remote at for my other LG TV is a little bit better. But you just go over here to where is it? It's there it goes. LG channels. And another thing is I don't I'm calling ice. Oh, what up, Joe? Nah, I'm Puerto Rican, so Commonwealth, compay. But you got the LG channels, which is a good little piece of this TV. And like I said, I think it's just a great TV. You know what I'm saying? For $200, go on Marketplace. If you're in the California neighborhood, let me help you find a TV. Or if you're not, just let me help you find a TV. I do my homework. You got to look at the model. You got to look at the year. A lot of that matters. This is the TV we did have. It was a TCL, which is still a good TV. You know what I'm saying? Has Roku and all that other cool stuff. But ain't nothing like a LG. Ain't nothing like a Sony XBR though. You know them Sony joints are really fucking amazing. But yeah, man, Viva la Mexico, bro. My man came through. He honored his word. He met me halfway, which was fucking honorable as fuck. You know what I'm saying? I just went to Puerto Rico last summer. It was beautiful. Shout out to Nathan, bro. What up, Nathan? Yeah, man. Puerto Rico's amazing, man. Familia from Aguadilla. You have Ponce. You got Old San Juan. San Juan. You got Ponce. Something Ponce. The forts. You have a rainforest. You have the Bacardi factory. You have just a bunch of the eateries. If you're not at the resort area, comida, pení con arroz con bichuela. Ooh, or you could do carne guisado. That's like a steak with the potatoes and. Yo, I'm hungry. But yeah, man, where the fuck my lighter went? I just had my lighter. Hold on, folks. Look at that beautiful view. Random. My bad, y'all. Random. Yeah, we were just in San Juan and we ate all that. Yo, Puerto Rico, San Juan. Remember, guys, it's a Commonwealth, so you could go there without a passport. If you can't, you see, they put in your head Dubai, all these other places. Yo, go to PR, man. I know DR is dope too, Colombia, Cuba, but go to PR, man. You got the rainforest, Bacardi factory. You get to, 151, all that good shit, Superior. And it's pretty cheap on the island. By the way, Jake Paul, he resides there because the taxes are good for the, when you get this dinero, all them rich motherfuckers look for the loopholes. They'll live in fucking Alaska if Alaska had no taxes, you heard? But yeah, man, we got that TV. Everything went, and understand why I'm making this a thing is because if you don't know Marketplace, you don't know who you're gonna meet. It's like Craigslist, you know what I'm saying? So the fact that he honored his word. Yesterday I jerked around because like I was looking at other TV, other models and shit like that. Yeah, for real, I got round trip tickets on Spirit for $250, which wasn't $250. My Jeezy, shout out to Nathan. Yo, 2560 in the building. You heard? That's amazing, dude. Fucking amazing. Sorry, y'all. Yo, Nathan, you don't even understand. You don't understand how beautiful that is. Like the fact that you got that for that price, bro. That's amazing. Sorry, you know how, negro shirts. Ooh. Now I look like a real Boricua, right, nigga? You see mad Spanish niggas like this with the chanclas and say, "Vayamon, tu boom boom boom, tu dum dum dum, tu dum dum dum, tu dum dum." ¿Qué tú estás haciendo? Anda pa mi ta pa pa paranda. Yo, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, but yo, the flow, the vibe is there. You know what I'm saying? You got beautiful people. It's just the water blue. You know what I'm saying? You can't ask for more. And like I said, it's a commonwealth, so you don't need a passport, guys. You could go there, like Nathan said, 250 round trip. You in there, and just take a solid 600, 250 for the flight, 350 to play with. You stay there, 3-4 days. Come back home. But at least you got to experience something different. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, you waste 250 on fucking subscriptions. Cancel all them cacas. Y para la Bayamón, yo está jugando, afuera fumando marihuana. But yo, I'm good at finances. Let me tell you guys. Your subscriptions, like there's certain bills, like even this, yo. I started making sandwiches to go to work because sometimes people work and in their district is where they have to eat. And sometimes if you work in a nice place, you know what I'm saying? Your little area is fucking, Chipotle, $32, McDonald's, $17,000, you know what I'm saying? So get your little sandwichito, get a lunchbox, bring it back old school, lunchbox with the fucking thermos, walk into your job like this. Dun, 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 dun. I'm eating real good. Ulysses in the building. What up, yo? Yo. But I'm telling y'all, you know what I'm saying? Puerto Rico, great place, you know what I'm saying? And thank you, Nathan. Thank you for that. That was a dope little convo and shit like that. And I expect, or I suggest, or I hope people go. You know what I'm saying? But ain't nothing like the goddamn island, boy. I'll tell you that. I did road trips. If you guys haven't done a road trip with your best friends, even if those friends are motherfuckers you met on PSN or Xbox Live, go link up and go travel, y'all. You know what I'm saying? If you have a car, go do that. You know what I'm saying? Not saying life is short, but I just watched Greenland yesterday and I'm a little scared. Part one, because I see part 2 is coming out. My nigga from 300 is it there? My nigga from 300 is in Greenland. But yeah, man. I'm just experiencing life to the fullest. I'm happy than I could be, you know what I'm saying? And always, have good energy around y'all, good vibes, you know what I'm saying? Sorry I haven't been watching your stream. I got grounded. Oh, my little nigga. Yo, you. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, you stay out of doing whatever got you grounded, but I'm glad you back, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate your viewership, your support. You know what I'm saying? You always one of the good ones. Nathan, Christy, everybody that pops in, my wife, you know what I'm saying? Everybody. Oh, my man, Rip. Rip be getting me hype. When Rip shows up, I be like, yo, my nigga Rip. Them other dudes, they had like the brothers, you know what I'm saying? So Ulysses, my room be getting popping, you know what I'm saying? I didn't do my morning joint because when my wife goes to work at like the later shift, we usually eat breakfast, and today we decided you have a good one, pa. 2026, I wish you the best, you heard? Thank you for rocking in. Thank you for popping in. Thumbs up, please. Get me with the thumb. I love you. Thumb up, please. I love you, bro. But yeah, man, we ran. We got that TV. Like I said, he threw in the sound bar. And peace. Have a good one, you. I appreciate you always. Domo de gato. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, do all that cool shit. You know what I'm saying? Meditate. Meditation is the best. But look, even my teeth. Remember I told you I had a bunch of shits? Look, brought them shits back to life, nigga. I'm telling you, don't smoke cigarettes. Don't drink coffee. Them shit stain your shits. You know what I'm saying? And these ain't veneers, nigga. Motherfuckers is got staple teeth. My shit is real. That's wild, right? Motherfuckers started shaving their teeth to make their shit so perfect. It's like, yo, no, God don't make perfect, and He also don't like ugly. Always remember that. God don't make perfect, but He also don't like ugly. You know what I'm saying? But motherfucking, these shits is real, B. These shits are the real Johnnies. And I always said, I saw this one joint. I'm not telling people to do this, but I saw this one video where this couple went to Brazil or somewhere, and they were literally eating fruit, eating various plants, vegetables. You know, they were eating off the land, let's just say. They went back to America and went to the dentist. The dentist was like, what toothpaste you're using? What? You guys are brushing teeth 10 times. They were like, we don't brush our teeth no more. We were just eating fruit, and just the fruit. Remember, when you're eating fruit, the crunching of it like almost flosses your teeth at the same time. You know, some get stuck. The juices wash, you know what I'm saying? So it's almost like you brushing your teeth when you eat a fucking apple. But long story short, the dentist was like, wow, your teeth are like fucking strong, and you know what I'm saying? So not that I don't brush my fucking teeth. I'm not that nuts. But yeah, man, there's something to that. And I always said that the water is contaminated. Cause even when I wear my jewelry, my shit be eating the gold and shit, the metal. It just I'm like, yo, what type of water? What type of shit they putting in the water, man? And people also got to understand water is recycled, you know what I'm saying? That's why there was a thing in, like, you know, Detroit, New York, where, you know, when you flush things, especially, you know, some people were flushing drugs and, uh, you know, birth control, like just mad shit started popping up in your faucet water, you know what I'm saying? So they had to add this chemical that kind of preserves it, or like, you know, fights all that other shit. But at the same time, it's something that, you know what I'm saying? I guess it takes away from the whatever lamination you got on your teeth, whatever that word is, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, be careful of that water, man. That water is a motherfucker. But yeah, we got the TV. Everything was good, you know what I'm saying? The deal went great. That's why, like I said, I wanted to discuss this, because a lot of times people are. So I did the stupidest thing, the stupidest shit. I should have taped it. So I get to the spot. By the way, you know, the wife drove, baby girl. We went all the way down to I forgot the location, but let's just say it was a J.C. Penney. The fact that there was a J.C. Penney, I was like, whoa, I'm in a time machine, y'all. So we get to this location, and I'm so hyped that we park the car, and I give him the 200. And I look, he has like a flatbed. So I look in the back, I'm like, yo, there's no TV there. He's like, yeah, it's in the other back. Mind you, the nigga got tents. So he goes, what up, Nico? Yo, long story short, the motherfucker goes around, and now I'm like, I just gave him the 200. It's easy for whatever. My brain thinks the worst sometimes. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say don't listen to your brain. Long story short, the man opens up one of his like it. You know those trucks that it look like it's not a door, but you open it. You know what I'm saying? It looks like one cabin, but it's really whatever. It's very tight in the back though. But long story short, he pops the joint, and then he pulls this fucking 55-inch LG joint out. We throw, and then we thinking open the trunk, flatten the joint out. Nope, it didn't. It so we had to just lay it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Thank God it wasn't the LG that was made out of glass, because that shit would have been a choppy road. You heard? But yeah, not no crackhead. I'm just got energy and shit like that. Shout out to my man Nathan that we was talking about Puerto Rico before. Shout out to Boricuas, Mexicanos, Cubanos, all the Latinos out there. You heard? And that's another cool shit. There's a lot of Latinos, Peruvian, Chile, Brazilian, Cubano, Dominicano, Puerto Riqueño, Mexicano, motherfucking Argentinian. My nigga, South America is just blah, 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 blah. So shout out to Latinos, bro. We own the soccer land, you heard? But yeah, man, everything went good. And yeah, there was no funky shit, but it was a little scary handing him the money and not getting I was like, oh, what did I fucking do? Boop. When keeping it real goes wrong. But yeah, man. Yo, let's talk about that Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle got a little joint out there. I seen some of it, a couple of little minutes. You know what I'm saying? I liked it. I always liked Dave Chappelle, the way he's history based. I don't know, just real. Like the way his jokes, come together and shit like that. He's like the master pen. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to comedy, I don't like Joe Rogan comedy. I like Dave Chappelle, Bill Burr, Cat Williams. Does it jiggle? I don't know if it does, but I do 6'7", 6'7". But yeah, man. Who else? Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart still. The last few joints, I was like a little iffy, but yeah, I throw Kevin Hart in there. One of my favorites was George Carlin. George Carlin, comedian. The way he put real politics with that man was on a different fucking. That nigga was nasty with the jokes. And there was no stealing. Motherfuckers was actually good with their pen game, you know what I'm saying? But what up, y'all? Hold on, let me light this motherfucker up. Like I said, I apologize for the late joint. My mind is not really there. We just got this joint, the TV, you know what I'm saying? So I got the little Christmas tree right here. So yeah, man. How y'all doing? How y'all summer going? I said summer. How y'all winter going? Does it jiggle? Yo, I be having some funny ass. I'm really trash. Nah, you ain't really trash. I hate names like that. Yo, one of the funnest shits to do if you're ever fucking bored is power up your Xbox or PlayStation 5 or 4 and just play a game and go look at the names that people create. Is fucking just that alone is comedy, my nigga. I bet there's videos about like, people's names and shit like that. But yeah, man. I hope everybody doing good. Thank you for rocking with the kid. Like I said, Medi, happy 2020, 2020, 26. Holla at your boy and the mod it is bit. But yo, everybody have a good one. Zay Dollar, Randall, you be good. Peace.